For episode 1, we're going to be diving into the history of Robins. The first Robin on our list is my personal favorite Robin, Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson was born into a very famous trapeze artist family known as the Flying Graysons. When Dick was 12, the circus went to Gotham City. Dick overheard Tony Zuko, crime lord, threaten all performers unless the owner paid extra money. The owner refused, and the Flying Graysons' trapeze equipment was tampered with. During the act, the wire snapped, and Dick's family dropped to their death. Dick was eventually placed in an orphanage and was eventually adopted by Bruce Wayne. Bruce saw a lot of him in Dick, which was the main reason he brought him in. Bruce trained Dick, and they soon became the crime-fighting duo known as Batman and Robin. Dick, as Robin, eventually became leader of the Teen Titans. Dick was Robin from about the age of 13 to 18, but then Dick wanted to become an independent superhero. So, Dick ditched the red and green tights and took on the persona of Nightwing. As Nightwing, Dick continued to lead the Teen Titans and also became the leader of the Outsiders. Dick also still helps out Batman sometimes. Dick protects the city of Bloodhaven, which is the neighboring city of Gotham. Along with Nightwing, Dick has also taken on the mantle of Batman a few times, but we'll get into that later. With Dick doing Nightwing stuff, this left Robin open. So, in comes our second Robin, Jason Todd. Jason Todd made his first appearance in Batman number 357. Jason Todd, part of the Flying Todds. That's a lot like Dick. Anyway, Jason's family, the Flying Todds, was eventually killed by the criminal Killer Croc. After his parents' death, Jason's placed in an orphanage where he is soon to be adopted by, you guessed it, Bruce Wayne. Bruce, like Dick, trains Jason to fight crime and eventually becomes Robin, making his first appearance as Robin in Batman 366. But as DC did their Crisis on Infinite Earths, Jason's origin changed. Jason, now a street orphan, runs into Batman as he tries to steal the tires off the Batmobile. Batman takes in the young Jason and trains him to become Robin. Well, the fans weren't really a big fan of Jason as Robin. Actually, nobody really liked Jason as Robin. So, since the fans didn't like Jason as Robin, DC took action. DC Comics held a poll whether to kill Jason or not. Eventually, the fans did vote to kill him. So, in the story A Death in the Family, Jason runs away to find his biological mother. His mother, who is being blackmailed by the Joker, hands her son as Robin over to the Joker. The Joker then brutally beats Jason with a crowbar and leaves him with a time bomb. Batman arrives too late and cannot save Jason. But eventually, Superman alters reality in another storyline, and it brings Jason back to life in his grave. Jason then breaks out of his coffin using just his hands, and is eventually taken in by Talia al Ghul to be restored to the Lazarus Pit. Jason makes his return to Gotham and is very upset to learn that the Joker is still alive. Knowing that the Joker is still alive, he is very upset with Batman. Eventually, in Batman number 635, he makes his first appearance as the Red Hood, an anti-hero who still occasionally crosses paths with Batman and Nightwing. Because of Jason's recklessness, it does cause problems for Batman and Nightwing, so they sometimes do have to deal with him, but other times they just let him go. And now on to the next Robin. The third Robin is Tim Drake, whose origin is a little bit different than Jason and Dick's. When Tim was a toddler, him and his family went to the circus to watch the Flying Graysons. Before the show, Jack Drake wanted to take a picture with the Flying Graysons. When Tim was 9, he witnessed footage of the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, fighting. While watching the fight, he saw Robin do a move that only a Grayson could do. After Tim learned that Bruce Wayne had adopted Dick, he came to the conclusion that Dick was Robin and Bruce Wayne was Batman. Tim closely kept an eye on the crime fighters, as he watched Dick turn into Nightwing and Jason become Robin. He also took notice when Jason died. After Jason's death, Batman became much more reckless. Tim eventually came to the conclusion that Batman needs a Robin so that he can stay under control. But Batman didn't like the idea of having a new Robin. Batman still feeling responsible for the death of Jason. But one night, Batman and Nightwing were in trouble, and Tim happened to save them in the Robin costume. How he got the Robin costume is unknown, but he did say them in the Robin costume. Although Batman didn't like the idea of having a new Robin, Tim finally got the Bat to cave. Get it? Bat. Cave. Anyway, he finally got Batman to let him be Robin. He was trained by Alfred, then Bruce, and then finally, Nightwing. Tim eventually was forced to give up the mantle as Robin because he wasn't young enough, and Dick saw him as an equal. Tim was not happy with this decision, and at the time, Batman was missing, so Tim took on the mantle as Red Robin and went in search for Batman. And now, on to our fourth Robin. Our final Robin, the son of Batman, Damien Wayne. Damien, who is the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul, was made in an artificial womb and made to perfection to be a great warrior. He trains with Talia and the League of Assassins for about the first 10 years of his life. When Damien was 10, Talia brought him to Gotham to live with his father, in hopes that Damien would mess up Batman's operation, which it didn't. Instead, Batman trained Damien, and he soon became Robin. In DC's The Final Crisis, Batman is supposedly killed by Darkseid, leaving Nightwing, the current Robin, who was Tim Drake, and Damien, who decided to stay in Gotham. After much denial, Dick finally takes on the mantle of Batman, but he doesn't ask Tim to return as Robin. Instead, he asks Damien to be his Robin, which sends Tim into a rage, which we already covered, but yeah, Tim went into a rage. Eventually, Batman is brought back to life and retakes his mantle as Batman, fighting alongside Damien as Robin. That concludes our History of Robin videos. Make sure you tune in next week to watch our Black Manta origin video, and remember to please like and subscribe. I'm Mike Jingers, and I'll see you next week on Mike on Comics. Where did I leave off?